Hey guys, happy Monday. I hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. I'm going to give just a minute to be able to let you pop on here, and I want to make sure that it's working. You never know. I put my phone on do not disturb this time, so hopefully we won't have an issue. All right. I'm really jazzed. You're going to love what I'm showing you today. It's so funny. There is you pop on here, say, hey, let me see that you're here. Woohoo. All right. Success. Good deal. All right. So it's so funny. I went out early this morning and I was playing pickleball and I'm curious. I know y'all are like, you're supposed to be showing us how to make something, Amy. We're not talking about pickleball. Tell me if in the comments, tell me if you play pickleball or if you've played or what you think of it. I'm just curious. Jean and I, with all the old people out on the courts, we get out there and we laugh and we have the best time. It has been really good for our health. So as you pop on here, say, hey, tell me where you're tuning in from. And now you're going to tell me if you play pickleball or not. And then I love just knowing where you're from. And as always, I'm glad that you're catching me live here on this beautiful Maker Monday. But also share this video and tag some good friends that you know that would love to do this. And use this as an opportunity to have a friend over, have a cup of coffee, say, I want to make these are like the cutest things I've ever seen. And really, I think as women, as we get older, we really have to work hard to cultivate these really meaningful friendships. And we have to be very intentional about that. So it's a great opportunity, especially if you love making things like I do, to be able to invite a friend over and say, hey, come make this. I want to show you what I'm doing. So, but what prompted me saying something about pickleball was the fact that when I was out playing pickleball early this morning, I thought, you know what? I think I am so excited about my life today. I mean, I came in the studio and I was working on it. And the level of the look of the things that I'm showing you today are so elevated, and you could do so many things with them. It really makes crafting a beautiful life a lot of fun. Here's the other thing. I want to make sure that you know this before I get off here today. Today is the last day for our fall y'all sale. Yes, I made that up. It's fall, y'all, is our sale that all the Halloween and all of the fall stencils that we have are 50% off. Guys, go grab those. Like, there are so many of them that you're going to be using for fall and for Thanksgiving and all the different projects. And then there are a lot of designs and things that are in them that you can take advantage of and use them all year long and have them in your crafting arsenal. So take advantage of that sale today, and you're going to want to take advantage of what I'm showing you this morning. I'm so excited. So the code for today is crown 20. No, not plural, crown, just CROWN, all caps, 20. So to take advantage of getting everything that I'm showing you today, getting it 20% off of the two new molds that we're launching, you want to use the code 20 sale. So you can take advantage of the code, get this 20% off, and then get your fall stencils 50% off. Oh my gosh, it's like, what's happening to us? All right, so I want to show you today the two molds that we're introducing. I've had them. I have wanted to wait till the right time. And it's a situation where we're coming upon the holiday season. We're going to be coming into Christmas. And while the two things that I'm showing you today are timeless, crowns and angel wings are timeless. Would y'all not agree? All right. So in order to be able to see you, I told Jean, I said, I forgot my glasses. I need to borrow your glasses. So I have on Jean Howard's glasses. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Bobby. In Texas country. I've seen it in lots of places here. I'm telling you, no pickleball for me. Tracy Francis, you need to do that. I know. Here's the funny thing. I am not athletic. Zero. Like, never. I never played softball or baseball or soccer or any of that when I was growing up. And so when everybody was talking about pickleball, I was like, I'm not athletic. Like, I won't tell you what they tell me when I broke my foot, but they call me something. And I'm just not really good at moving around and hitting a pickleball, but it has been the most fun. So I encourage you to do that. All right. So I want to show you two of the molds, some really cute ideas that we are introducing today. Are you ready? The first one, drum roll. It is our angel wing mold. Now I want you to see this. There's a little bit of a glare. Now, can you see the detail in these wings? Can you see the feathers? Is this the cutest thing you've ever seen? Look at this. So these angel wings are a beautiful, I'm going to show you, they have a hole in the top. So it allows me to be able to thread it. There you go. That way you can see. It allows me to be able to thread through the angel wings. And I could, of course, do a really pretty ivory bow on here. The ribbon that I had, all I had here was black. But I thought, how great would it be to create an angel tree? These would make fantastic ornaments. Of course, that's a given. I tell you something else that I think this would be absolutely adorable is the fact that you could tie this as a gift tag onto a gift. I think these are very, very high end, high level looking, so easy to make. And then on the back, there's enough room on the back of the angel wings to be able to write to and from with a gold metallic pen. How cute would that be? So I love these angel wings. This could be a great bookmark. They would make, now, of course, I made these. I'm going to show you in just a second that I did these out of the eco powder, which I love. But you could use this mold. I'm going to show you in just a second. I want to show you how I did this. This is the mold for the angel wings. So before and after. It's such a fantastic look. And then I'm going to show you what I did to be able to create the detail on the angel wing. So I love this. I think it's absolutely fabulous. But you could use resin. You can use eco powder with this mold. You could, if you want to, I'm going to show you. Y'all are going to think I've lost my mind, but I love to entertain. And I'm going to show you another one. I'm going to turn this down. So as you pop on here, say, hey, tell me where you're tuning in from. And I'm catching you on my lunch break. Well, hey, Jill. I know, Brenda. Isn't it fabulous? I love working with it too. So as you pop on here, say, hey, be sure and share this video, tag some good friends. And then that way your name will go in for a drawing. And we're going to be giving away some of the things that I am working with today. Ow. Bobby, I am so proud of you. Oh, what a great idea. I love that. You know, we had talked about the other molds that I'm getting ready to show you, but yes, what a great napkin ring. You could even tie this around your napkin, even with the ribbon, and let the angel wing sit on there. Now, I will tell you, we don't have a ton of these because I wanted to be able to introduce it and show you different things. So if you love this, which I do, I think a lot of you will too. It's a very elevated crafting project. You want to make sure to take advantage of it and get it and do Crown 20 and get 20% off on this new launch today. Did you have luck? Okay. All right. So now the next thing I want to show you, the molds, it's like a pack of molds, and there are 7 of them. Now I'm going to hold them up and I want you to see. Look, can you see this? So the detail on these gorgeous, gorgeous crowns are absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Look, and I'm going to show you. So I have them in a lot of different sizes. These molds, there's a whole collection of them. I'm going to turn my phone down in just a second so that way you can see that. Look at that. Now, I've got something special planned at the Howard household for these. Look at this. And then I love these small ones. So Jean Howard is over here being crafty on me. And I want to show you. So I'm going to turn this down and I want to show you these other projects that I've done. I'm in love. Like, I'm out there playing pickleball this morning and I'm like, I can't wait to show them this. I hope they love it as much as I do. All right, so here we go. I'm going to turn this down so that way you can see. Now, look at this. Do you remember last week when we were working with these mugs? Look at this. Look at this little crown from the molds that I'm getting ready to show you. And I did some gilding on it, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. And then I can pop that on a mug. Now, I've told y'all, oh my gosh, Denise, I love that idea. Yes, yes, yes. Totally. Oh my gosh. We have the most creative group. I love y'all. Hair clips, barrettes with the crowns. Yes. Drawer pulls. So you can make these out of your eco powder. You can do them with resin, and you can form them on the wood knobs, and then that way gild them, and those would be dynamite furniture knobs. I love that idea. I love my creative group. But I thought this was so cute putting it on there. Babe, do you need a couple more minutes before I can show yours? Okay. All right, so here's another one I wanted you to see. You know, I've shown you how to do these molds in the past as far as putting candles in them. I love these. You can go under our molds on the Maker Studio website. And I thought, you know, because I really want to kind of elevate it, gold leaf can elevate just about anything. But this is the lid. So when you're making these, there's different containers. And this is a lid mold, which I had here somewhere. It's just a lid mold like this. So I thought I poured this up with the eco powder. I'm getting ready to show you. And I thought I'm just going to really elevate it. And I'm going to hot glue the Gilded Crown on top of my lid, shower curtain rings. Love that. I love the idea. You know, we had actually talked about doing them. You can get these wood and they're square napkin rings. How fun would it be to do these? Now, this is one of the smaller crowns that comes in the collection. And I'm just going to set this off to the side because I want you to be able to, maybe as you pop on here, that way you can see it. Hold on. All right. So now, are you ready for this? Yes, I'm a little wacky crazy, but look. So you can also use them as butter molds. So I love using these little charcuterie boards. And how fun is it? Look at that. Look at that. The detail in the butter is crazy. So all I did was I melted my butter in a measuring cup, and then I put it in the freezer, and then you can just squeeze it to demold the butter, and it'll fall off in your hand. And then that way, just put that for that little pat of butter on your bread. Like, how cute is that? Isn't that cute? So you can use it as a butter mold. Now, I will tell you what I plan on doing. One of the things at the Howard household, I love now, I've got little grandchildren, I've got medium grandchildren, and I thought for Christmas, we usually will try to say it's Jesus's birthday. So sometimes we've made birthday cakes, we'll sing happy birthday to Jesus. And I thought, how fun would it be to take some of the larger molds? This all comes in a set, there's 7 of them, to take some of the larger crowns and do your fondant and put these on top of the cupcakes. Do y'all love that idea? I'm curious about your comments. Hey, Connie Coleman, how are you? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen your name in so long. Love you. Miss you, girl. Miss you, girl. All right, so I love the idea of being able to do this in my fondant mold. So I'm going to blow your mind today of all the different things that we can use, the angel wings and these crowns. I just love crowns. One, it reminds me of my Savior. And I just love the fact, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Like, I love this. I think they're fabulous. But the regalness, crowns, and then incorporating that with the angel wings, I just think they're great for the holidays. So I showed you my butter molds. Now, I'm going to put that off to the side, and I want to show you what it is that we're doing. So we're working with the eco powder. If you've not worked with the eco powder before, you're missing out. I'm just going to tell you, it is one of the most fun, most satisfying things you're ever going to work with. We have it in a new resealable bag. We have the directions on the back. So that way it is I usually would do 2 parts powder to 1 part water. And the great thing about these molds, they don't use very much at all. They're so easy to do. Talk about a project to get your friends together, and your creative friends, your grandchildren, your children. It is so much fun. So I've got some other things I want to show you. So hang with me. All right, so I've put just a little bit of eco powder in my container, and I'm going to pour up a little bit of water. So 2 to 1 is what I normally do. I like making it just a little bit thicker, but the cool thing about it is you can make up a paste. I'll do it a little bit thicker in the beginning, and then I'll thin it down with just a little bit of water. This is a totally different proprietary product. It is it's a beautiful type of ceramic that you do not have to heat. If a lot of you that have worked with ceramics, it's beautiful. It has great weight to it. This container that is on our website, this mold was actually made with our eco powder too. So it makes for a great candle. You can pour wax in it and make a candle. So now I'm just wanting to make sure that I stir this up really, really well. Hey babe, how'd it turn out? Gene had an idea and he's working on it. So I want to make sure that you stir it up really good to make sure that you get it all dissolved. Just a few seconds is usually plenty. Now, sometimes when I'm working with smaller molds, and we have these on the website, these are like, oh my gosh, I'm having a senior moment. What are these called? What is this, Gene? Well, it's not really an eyedropper. Brooke, if you're online, tell me what these are called. So what it does, it allows me to be able to get down into a lot of the little crevices on these really detailed crowns. So I'm going to pour this into a cup. If you have a plastic measuring cup, it works too. So I'm going to pour that in there. It's just a little bit easier to manage when I'm going into pipettes. Thanks, Gretchen. Pipette. Our really smart viewers are helping me. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna go on and pour it up in here like this. I'm gonna want to make sure that it just kind of levels out. You can kind of tap the sides. But then when it comes to areas like this that are really, really small and hard to kind of get to, I'll take the pipette. And then that way I can just go down into my mold. So after you've mixed your eco powder, you've got about 15 minutes to work before it's going to start hardening on you. All right, so now that fills that up, and I want that to be able to set for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. If you can leave it alone and give it an hour, I think that's even better. So I'm going to push this off to the side. So I have one that I did, have a couple that I did before we went live. So the whole process of mixing up your eco powder, using the pipettes and pouring it is the same thing that I did with my wings as well as my crowns. I'm going to put this down just a little bit more. Guys, as you pop on here, please say hi. Tell me where you're tuning in from. And I had asked earlier, I was wanting to know how many people have played pickleball before. I think that's fun to just kind of know. All right, I want that there. All right, so now I'm going to demold this. I poured it into my angel mold, my angel wings, because you see this here just sticking up. The beauty of that is the fact that now it's going to be where I can stick my ribbon, my twine, if I want to make these into Christmas ornaments, if I want to put these on packages. So now I'm just going to pull this aside like this. And it's going to come right out. You don't have to put anything in the mold to be able to demold it. Working with the eco powder or working with the resins, they're going to be beautiful. The other thing is, Jean's working. You can also use these with wax. Can you hand me that? I want to show. Beautiful. Why are you? Look at this. So this is one of them. This is a tapered candle. You can make, you can also pour into these, you can pour wax in them. So that way, if you want to be able to go around and decorate a tapered candle, it would be absolutely adorable. So just think about the possibilities literally are endless. Thank you, babe. Here you go. Can I give that back? Awesome. So I loved using it on my mug. I loved the small ones. Now let me show you something else. I was thinking, I always like when I do a gift to someone, look at this. Have you ever thought about putting this on a card? How fabulous is that? So this one is a mold. This is one of my favorites. I love the design. I love the detail in this mold. And again, Today we're launching 2 molds. We've got our angel wing mold and we've got our crown set. So you're going to be able to get all of these crowns to be able to use them in a lot of different ways. So now this one is a little bit trickier. So I wanted to just be able to show you as far as the demolding process. And the other thing is not to get upset if you crack it or if you have an issue, but I'll pull this on all sides because these are really, really thin and very detailed, which to me is part of the beauty that makes it really pretty. So now take the top and the bottom and kind of hold it with one hand and allow it to pop out. So that way it'll just fall off in your hand like that. Look at this. Look at the detail on this mold. Now, see where when I poured it up, see how there's just a little bit left there? Let me show you what to do. So I'll just take some tweezers and it's going to pop out. You don't have any issues. So don't let that bother you. All right. So look at the detail on that. Is that not absolutely scrumptious? So to me, when I think about crowns, I think about jewels. There's so many different things that you can do with this. I loved it putting it on my cards. So that way, if you wanted to, you could just write Merry Christmas down here. You could use some of our stencils. You could even do a pattern behind this. It's endless what you can do with it. But I want to show you when I come back and I did my wings, I liked to gild them. So I want to be able to show you how pretty that looked and how easy it is. So here's that to be able to show you the difference. And the other thing is too, if you hadn't thought about it, there's a lot of you that are watching and then part of my inner circle group with Amy Howard at Home, they love creating pieces of art. And I want you to think about a surface. You can do shadow boxes where you can frame. I want to show you. So you can do like a shadow box frame like this. And you could come back and you could frame the crown. So you could do a large one in the center and then you could do them at the bottom. But see how you've got some depth there that would allow you to be able to gild these and frame them as a piece of art, which I think would be absolutely exquisite. So that way, if you wanted to be able to have something like this that you could create a finish on, yes, yes, Mary. So it would look kind of like an intaglio, but I love the fact that I can use the detail in them and how pretty that could be. So you could totally frame this. You could have a series of them. You can do them all different sizes, and you could have it to where it's a really, really pretty piece of art. I love that. So I'm giving you suggestions. It's really endless. I think these are very sophisticated. They're very classic looking, but also you can use it on very simple things like even making a card or an ornament. So in doing this, and it's a very simple process, I'm going to be using our size with the Maker Studio. It's S-I-Z-E, size, just like it sounds. And basically, it is a special glue that allows you to be able to gild on top of it. So I'm just going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to dip it into it. This is water-based as well, so you can clean it with just soap and water. And there's so many details on here that I thought in order for it to really show up, and you think about how majestic angel wings are, that we would do them in gold. And I love that it's really easy for you to be able to make this into an ornament because you've already got the hole right here. So that way your ribbon is going to pop through it or your twine or whatever. But I think these would be, if you wanted to be able to use these as your tags for Christmas, you're really up in your game because you could totally have this gilded on the front and then just use a gold paint pen and write to and from on the back of the wings. It's absolutely spectacular. So I want to just put a little bit of this on here. I want you to be able to see. There's so much detail. And two, guys, take advantage. I told everybody when I first popped on here, today is the very last day of our It's Fall Y'all sale. So all of the fall stencils, fall and Halloween are 50% off because we're wanting to give everybody some time and an opportunity to be able to take advantage of the sale and do their projects for Halloween and for fall because Christmas is coming. All right, so I'm just brushing this on. I'll take my time. I just want to make sure that I get it in all the details, because putting gold on here is really going to allow all the wings and the detail to show up quite a bit. So you want to just apply your size. It's going to be kind of a matte. It's hard to see it, so you've just got to make sure you've got good lighting. And you can always double gild. So if something happened and you don't see it, it didn't show up, then that way you can gild directly on top of it all over again. All right, so now here is my gold size. And I'm going to fan this just a little bit, because what we want to do is we want this to have a tack to it. Oh, Bobby, yes, you know what? No, the fall stencils. Jean, can you help me out from the office? What is the code for the fall stencils to get 50% off? We need to know, because I want to tell everybody. Hey, Pam. Bobby, I'm finding out for you. All right, so I'm just fanning this a little bit, because what I want to happen, hey, Leslie, I want this to come to what we call tack. And so if it's too wet, if you try to put the leaf down while the size is still wet, then it's not going to stick long term. So I'm usually going to allow about 5 minutes. And then that way it's going to come to tack. Bobby, I'm just going to tell you, I know, I feel the same way. This is a great project to get together with a friend. I just think they're just so classic looking and so elegant. This will never go out of style. It could be a great bookmark on a beautiful ribbon. You could even come back if you wanted to. You can use our stencils with the words on there, and you could totally put Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or anything on this ribbon. And this could lay across in a large book. It would be a great bookmark. It's a great ornament. It's a great thing to put on a package, because there's enough room to be able to write to and from on the back of it. It's absolutely darling. All right, so I feel pretty good about the tack. So I'm going to come with my gold leaf. It comes in a book like this, and I added this where you could get 20% off on this today. If you use the code CROWN, all caps, CROWN20, you'll get your size, your gold leaf, and the 2 molds and the eco powder 20% off. All right, so now I'm just going to pull that sheet back, and I'm going to expose my gold, and I'm going to lay it. I only gilded one side. Now, this is the caveat. Don't pound it a whole lot, because I don't want you to break your wings. So just very gently, let's put a little bit of pressure on there, so that way that gets attached like that. I'm going to use just a little bit more pressure again. Now, I didn't put any size on this side, because I wanted you just to be able to see it. So I'm just using a little bit of pressure, getting that down in there. Now I'm going to come back with a chip brush, and I'm just going to kind of burnish it and allow the excess to come off. Now, my suggestion would be get a little Tupperware container and put all the excess in it with a lid, so that way you can pull that out when you get ready to gild small projects. It comes in handy. And the gold leaf is only going to adhere where you put the size. It sticks to the size. So I'll just come in with my brush and make sure I get all that excess off. So it allows you to be able to see how it really elevates it to the next level by doing the gold leaf on it versus just keeping it plain. So there's so many things. Now I will tell you, with the eco powder, you could paint these in milk paint if you want to be it took my Crown 20 code away. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I would call the office, the 901-547-1448. Call the office and let them help you. That way, fall sale 50 is the one for the stencils. So it may not allow you to do 2 codes at once. You may have to buy the molds, and then if you want to take advantage and get the stencils on sale 50% off, you may have to do that separate. That's probably what's happening. All right, so I wanted you to see the difference. Isn't that yummy? Look at that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Love, love, love. So that way we can make our beautiful ornaments. And we've got our artwork. I showed you, if you're just now popping on here, I showed how you can also on the crowns use them for butter molds, which is absolutely fabulous. We can use it as artwork. We can make our cards with them. You can also use them as details to be able to just kind of elevate things to the next level, whether you're putting them on a lid or on a mug. There's so many different things. I absolutely love them. I love the detail from them. I want to demold one more for you. I want you to be able to see. So I poured this up right before we went live. So I want you to be able to see how gorgeous this is. Now see, look at that. I pulled it too tight and I should have held it down and then popped it out of the mold, kind of like I did this one. As far as demolding it, pulling it on all of the edges like this and giving it time to be able to release out of the mold. That's going to be very important. There you go. All right. Perfect. Love, love, love. So hopefully, I want to see you now. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Are they not, are these not the cutest? I got so excited. And then when it was so funny, when we came in this morning into the studio and Jean's going, and I'm looking at the candle and I'm like, you know what? We could use these molds with wax and we can wrap. Can I see your tapered candle one more time? Do you have it? So think about that. So if you like doing tapered candles, even the larger pillar candles, you could use the larger molds to be able to put the wax in them and then wrap your tapered candles with the crowns. I love it. You might even wrap the wings on the tapered candle. I love that. So your opportunities here are endless. Again, I plan on making my cupcakes with fondant, and I'm going to put these crowns on my cupcakes, and we're going to sing Happy Birthday to Jesus for Christmas. I think that's a great way of just instilling those family traditions with your grandbabies. I love it. I don't know if y'all know, I have another grandbaby on the way. I'm so excited. She's supposed to be here the 1st of December. So we're really excited about these two molds. Take advantage of the fact that we've got our brand new angel wing mold and then all of our crown molds. You get all 7 of these together. So take advantage of Crown 20, all caps, CROWN, Crown 20 is the code to get the products that I showed you here today, the gold leaf, the size, the molds, and the eco powder. But you're probably, if you want to take advantage of the last day of the It's Fall Y'all sale, you'll need to buy that separately because it won't allow you to do 2 codes at one time. But that way you could take advantage and get your 50% off Fall Y'all stencils. So I hope this has been fun. I hope you love it. Share this video with somebody you love and that loves to craft a beautiful life. And we'll be giving away some of these molds this week. In 3 days, we'll announce the winner, and then we're going to even ship it to you. So sharing is caring. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Monday. I love you guys, and I appreciate you so very much.